Hello folks, it's David with DS1 Phone Systems, and in this video we're going to talk to you about your company business hours, that is the hours that your office is open, and then also some ringing assignments for your main telephone number. As you notice on this button here, it's called Timeframes. This is where you set the hours of operation. So for example, in the day mode, you click on this text here for day mode. This is what your normal business hours are going to be set by. So as you can see in this example, we have Monday through Friday, just a simple standard 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. office hours. Okay. Then if you switch into the night mode, you'll notice that this is the exact opposite of the day mode. So you're either in day mode or night mode. So all day Sunday as well as all day Saturday, you're considered in night mode for this particular example. And the opposite is true for Monday through Friday. So 12 a.m. until 9 a.m. the next morning, and then beginning at 5 p.m. going until 12 a.m. the next day. Now the last time frame mode we have in this example is what we call the holiday mode. So if the holidays are coming up for your office, as you'll see in this example, Christmas is listed on here. These are listed as specific dates or ranges. So for this example, on December 24th at 9 a.m. all the way through the 26th, you'll see there's 3 days blocked here until 9 a.m. They're going to hear a specific holiday mode greeting or whatever that time frame is supposed to have done with the main telephone number, and I'll explain that in a minute. So now that we've had the time frames set up in this table here under the time frames button, the next thing to do is to click on the users, and then you're going to see on your panel we create for all of our customers a user called main phone number. Now this main phone number is just basically a routing user, meaning we are just going to take the main telephone number and route it to different paths. Okay. Now this particular time I'm shooting this video is in the evening, so I'm actually in night mode. So the time clock is actually past 5 o'clock, so we are in night mode here. But to explain this a little further, during the day mode, it's going to simultaneously ring extensions 101, 102, 103, and 104. And then forward when unanswered to a auto attendant, which is a company greeting that is set up. So I'm going to click on this edit button to show you this table. As you see in this time frame, we're under the day mode and we're enabled, okay? And it's going to simultaneously ring these extensions that we talked about. And then when unanswered, it's going to be answered by the auto attendant, which is a company greeting. And that is all going to occur under this time frame of ring for 20 seconds and then go to the day mode. So for the night mode, as you can see, this is the active mode we're presently in. It's after 5 o'clock. If you click on this edit button here, you'll notice that in night mode, it's always going to be going to the auto attendant night greeting. So right at 5 o'clock, immediately they're going to have an auto attendant. It's not going to ring any phones as it did back here in the day mode. Okay, so that's a nice benefit. You don't have to worry about putting a night service button on in your office or remembering, did we turn on the night service button? Do I have to drive back to the office? This is automatically already set up for you under the night greeting. Okay. Now, lastly, we have the holiday mode. So this holiday mode is the last time frame that applies to your main telephone number. and that's going to automatically go to a holiday greeting. Okay, so similar to the night greeting in the fact that you're under that particular mode, it's enabled, and it always forwards to the auto attendant holiday greeting. So all of that has been already set up. You don't need to touch it, provided that you go into the time frames and set your holiday modes of when they should kick in. You should be good to go. You could set these up days in advance, weeks in advance. We even have some of our customers that have set those up for the next 10 years, looking at the calendar and setting up the modes of when those holiday greetings should be kicking in. Okay, so now that we've established when the different modes are going to, what the different modes are going to do, and the different auto attendants that are going to back up each of the ringing assignments, we need to simply click over onto the auto attendant, and we will find these different greeting modes that are available for each of these time frames. So as you remember back here, we click back into users, main phone number, answering rules. You're going to see that the first one is the auto attendant day greeting 201. The next one is the night greeting 202, and then the holiday is 203. So let's click back into auto attendants, and I'll show you how to set this up. Okay, so under the day greeting, you simply just click on the day greeting that's set up for you here. And you can basically manage what's going to happen in the auto attendant for the day greeting by clicking on this button here. As you see when I hover it, it says manage audio. Okay, so in this manage audio, I'm just basically going to put in the title for day greeting. I'm going to click on the record button, and it can call me directly at my extension, or it can call me on my cell phone if I wanted to put in my cell phone number there. You click call, and all you have to do is just do the company greeting right there. So for the sake of brevity, I'm going to pause this video and set up this greeting simply by clicking on call me at my extension. Okay, so now I've gone ahead and done the day greeting recording for us. And just wanted to show you how that option appears on here. You'll notice there's a play button on here, and the manage audio is still here. Now if you click on this manage audio, you're going to see that I have a recording in there with a length of 24 seconds. I could record over this and call my extension or my cell phone and record over it, or I could upload a greeting that I previously had done. The other thing I can do is I can also download this greeting and save it for the future. Okay, so in case I wanted to make a change to it, but keep that greeting, I could download this greeting and save it on my desktop. Okay, so let's listen to what the greeting sounds like here, shall we? Thank you for calling your company. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it now. For Joe, please dial 101. For Kristen, dial 102. For Lisa, dial 103. Or for Brian, dial 104. To reach our receptionist, please press 0. Okay, so we have some options in there as far as what people can dial to reach their specific party. And you'll notice this press 0 goes to Kristen, extension 102. Okay? So that's the auto attendant for the day greeting. The night greeting is similar in the fact that it has a press 0 to go to Kristen as well. And then lastly, the holiday greeting is specific to the holiday. And we put in a voicemail prompt for pressing 1. Each of those company auto attendant greetings are going to sound like. You see them all here, day, night, and holiday. We go back into the user, main phone number, and answering rules, and this is where you see those different modes kicking in. So the day mode is going to ring these extensions, and then after 20 seconds, it's going to go to the day greeting. The night mode is always going to be forwarded to the night mode, so they'll hear that greeting right away. And then the holiday mode will also be forwarded right away. Now, another thing I want to point out here that's very important is we have a hierarchy here for the different time frames. You'll notice that the holiday mode right here is at the very top, which means that when the holiday time frame actually comes around, which is December 24th through the 26th in this example, this will kick in and override any night mode that might be there. When we click back into the time frames here, again, just to show you which modes we have, the day mode is going to be 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. The night mode is the exact opposite. And then this one particular holiday mode kicks in on the 24th of December. So that would be applicable back here under the users, main number, answering rules. You're going to see that that holiday mode is going to override any night mode. So those holiday greetings will then be played. Again, where we clicked on the auto attendant here and then found the holiday greeting here and recorded right here under manage audio. That's what's going to play. Okay, so that's how we control what is played at what times. Okay. Okay, so this is pretty much the majority of 95% of our customers use just a day mode, a night mode, and a holiday mode. However, you could use these time frames and be creative. Let me give you an example. We have one customer that says that they have a meeting on Tuesday morning, and I'm going to create a time frame called Tuesday morning meeting, and we're going to set it for specific dates and ranges. So this particular customer says that we don't always do it on Tuesday. It might be every other Tuesday. It might be once a month on Tuesday. So we're going to have this kick in next Tuesday, the 21st in this example. And we are going to set the time frame on this at 10 a.m. and then turn it off at 11 a.m. Okay, so as you can see from this time frame, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. is the Tuesday morning meeting time frame. So now that we've created this time frame, we're going to save it, and then we're going to go and create a specific time frame mode that's applicable for the phones to ring. By that I mean we click on the users, we go into the main phone number, we go into an answering rules, and now we're just going to add another rule, and this rule is going to choose the time frame of Tuesday morning meeting, and we're just going to want that to go to the auto attendant day greeting right away. Okay, so that's what that is doing there. And when we click on save, and we're going to drag this one to the top as well and click save, this is now going to give it priority. So again, Tuesday morning meeting will always go to the auto attendant right away. It won't ring any phones here for 20 seconds the way that the day mode does. And if we go into the time frames, we can set that for specific days. If you hover over the Tuesday morning, you're going to see that next Tuesday, the 21st, it's going to kick in. So let's click on this and check our dates and times. And sure enough, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. on the 21st, we're going to be in Tuesday morning meeting time frame mode. Okay? So that should give you pretty much a good idea of how to get creative with these different time frames and how they work. We mainly do all of the ringing through the routing extension we call the main phone number, and then we just tell the phones which phones to ring under the answering rules. So I'm hoping that that makes sense to you. If it doesn't, by all means, give us a call or send us an email and we'll help you out with it. But if you watch this video once or twice, you'll get an idea of how things work in our portal system. And hopefully that'll all make sense to you so you can see how easy it is to make changes in your own phone system. Thanks, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Again, David with DS1 Phone Systems. Thanks and take care, and God bless.